Typhoon Hana continues to enhance the habagat, bringing rains across western Luzon. President Bongbong Marcos says the Philippines will respond accordingly to China's new map showing its expanded maritime claim. And in sports, Gilas Pilipinas makes a final stand at home in their game against China. Can the national team end their FIBA World Cup run with a win? Fast, focused, and fearless. Here's everything you need to know to jumpstart your weekend. I'm Riza Diaz. We begin the newscast with Typhoon Hana as it continues to move generally westward towards the east of Taiwan. Typhoon Hana was last spotted 520 kilometers east-northeast of Itbayat, Batanes, packing winds of up to 120 kilometers per hour. Hana is expected to exit the Philippine area of responsibility today or responsibility on Monday afternoon or evening as a severe tropical storm or a minimal typhoon. Now, still the enhanced southwest monsoon will continue to bring gusty conditions over several parts of the country, including Batanes, Babuyan Islands, the Ilocos region, Cordillera, Zambales, Pampanga, Bataan, as well as Aurora, Bulacan, Metro Manila, Calabarzon, Mimaropa, Bicol region, Western Visayas, and the northern portion of Eastern Visayas. Meanwhile, hundreds of flights to and from Hong Kong have been canceled due to Super Typhoon Sola. Strong winds and heavy rains have been felt in the financial hub. Over 100 residents in the coastal village are being prepared for a possible evacuation. Typhoon Sola was initially declared a Category 10 typhoon in Hong Kong, the strongest level. But this has been downgraded earlier today to level 8 after Sola started to weaken and was seen gradually departing Hong Kong. Now, in other news, President Bongbong Marcos says the Philippines would not take lightly China's 10-line map. According to reporters, Marcos said the government would respond to China's expanded maritime claim. However, the chief executive did not disclose any other details. Beijing's supposed new standard 2023 map covers what it now calls 10-line, which includes waters and features within the Philippine territory. President Marcos insists that the Philippines will not relinquish its territorial claims in the West Philippine Sea.
We will continue to defend our territorial sovereignty, our territorial rights. We received the news that now the 9-line has been extended to the 10-line. And so we have to respond to all of these, and we will. Again, these are operational details that I would prefer not to talk about.
Meanwhile, the DICT admits that criminal syndicates operating tech scams are becoming more innovative. Speaking on the big story, DICT Secretary Ivan John Uy said that hundreds have already been arrested in multiple raids for using pre-registered SIM cards for criminal activities. Uy added that most of these syndicate groups are operating in Luzon and have previously worked for POGOs. The agency warns the public against carelessly giving out credentials and tells them to be on the lookout for scams like this.
One of the modus now is that they call acting like they're the credit card company and that they're offering either an upgrade of your credit card, increase your credit limit, or provide you with a new credit card phase. What they do, they actually put you on sleeper mode, meaning after getting all your credentials, they don't act. They keep it with them for weeks or months. And then after, let's say, 2 or 3 months, nobody knows anything, then they hit all of you at the same time.
We'll be back with more stories after the break. Keep it here on One News. News now, I'm Riza Diaz. Gilas Pilipinas' Olympic hopes have all ended, but in their loss to South Sudan at the FIBA World Cup. But can they secure a win to end their World Cup journey on a positive note? Let's watch this.
Gilas Pilipinas entered the game against South Sudan needing to sweep their classification games in the FIBA World Cup. But when the game started, South Sudan had other plans. Right from the get-go, the African squad immediately got their offense going, nailing 6 three-pointers.
Zhang is open on the other side, drives it in, it's a three. They are terrific.
Our Gilas boys were not able to keep up until the fourth quarter when the lead dwindled from 20 to just 5 points.
And delivers! Brought to you by Smart.
But in the end, South Sudan unleashed another rally to ice the game for good. Final score, 87-68. Carlique Jones was all over the floor for South Sudan with 17 points, 14 assists, and 9 rebounds. For Gilas, Jordan Clarkson once again top scored with 24 points.
Tough one again. I feel like I'm coming back saying the same thing. Tough game. We're playing hard. Fight. That's all I can say right now. The team is competing.
With the loss, Gilas' chances of getting an automatic spot in the 2024 Paris Olympics is gone. Japan won their second 2023 World Cup game against Venezuela, giving them a wider edge among Asian countries to notch the Olympic berth. The Philippines, meanwhile, has one game left against China. Gilas is currently at the bottom of Group M with a 0-4 record. Despite this, there's still a pathway for Gilas to get to the Summer Games through the FIBA Olympic qualifying tournament. But this will be much harder and trickier as they will go up not just against Asian teams but also squads from Europe, Americas, and Africa. Meanwhile, national team coach Chot Reyes took blame for Gilas' disastrous World Cup campaign. The team was dubbed one of the best Philippine teams ever assembled but has yet to register a victory.
I've already said I'm really sorry that we were not able to deliver, and I take full accountability. I take full responsibility. This was a time for us to win, to execute. The learning is supposed to be, it was supposed to happen way back.
Reyes added that the morale is low now, but they will still focus on the next game. Regarding his future with the team, Reyes leaves his faith to the Samahang Basketball ng Pilipinas on whether he will be retained as chief tactician or not.
You all know that I've already retired and left this job several times. But, you know, when I've been asked to come back, I could not turn my back to the call of service for country, for flag and country. As to what the future holds, it's up to the federation. They know my feelings. We're in constant communication.
Gilas versus China will happen at 8 p.m. in the country's last matchup in this year's World Cup.
The FIBA World Cup hype is real, with the world's top basketball stars huddled in the Philippines. Witness the country's journey in securing the co-hosting stint along with Indonesia and Japan with sa wakas, FIBA sa Pinas. Catch it here on One News and One Sports later at 6:30 p.m.
The host of the 2019 FIBA Basketball World Cup is China.
We felt bad. We went back to the hotel with Chairman MVP. We were, I guess, drinking ourselves with our own sorrows at the time and saying, you know, wow, sayang.
Yeah, it was heartbreaking, and they gave me a plaque to thank me for the Philippine participation. FIBA did so.
We did not let go of the dream. And then now, we're hosting it.
This year's FIBA Basketball World Cup takes place for the first time across 3 host nations, the Philippines, Japan, and Indonesia.
Well, the biggest basketball event of the year is set to tip off when the 2023 FIBA World Cup
Preparations for the FIBA Basketball World Cup are in full swing as fans anticipate the biggest basketball event of the year.
Determination lang. Magic eh. It was just magic.
There was a lot of blood, sweat, and tears because the country's reputation, our people's reputation, were at stake. We can't fail the Philippines.
And those are the top stories of the hour. Join us later at 9 in the morning as we continue to monitor the day's biggest stories. I'm Riza Diaz. We are One News.